How's everybody doing? It's Dockliff here, and I'm back, but this time, different news is in order. So, first off, the gameplay in front of you is just create a legend that I started with Dwight Howard for the Lakers. I actually started this a while ago. I thought he'd get traded to LA, and I thought I'd get a gameplay ready just in case. So, he actually doesn't miss for the first like 2 quarters of this game, or the first half. I don't know how that's even possible with how many field goals I actually attempted, but somehow we were able to dominate, and it's going to be crazy to see how this team's going to fill out in real life. But anyways, I really wanted to talk about the trade itself, so let's go ahead and get into it. So basically, you know, the Lakers received Dwight Howard, and all they had to give up was Andrew Bynum. And of course, Andrew Bynum ended up going to the Sixers with this 4-team blockbuster. And people think this is all about Dwight Howard, but there are stars going everywhere. Like, there's 3 main stars that I know of that's changing places. That's Dwight Howard, Andrew Bynum, and Andre Iguodala. So, with that said, let's keep going. Andrew Bynum to Philly, and along with Andrew Bynum to Philly, Arron Afflalo. I believe Jason Richardson is also end up going to Philly. So I think that's it for Philly and Los Angeles. Next, the Nuggets just acquired Andre Iguodala, and that's it for them. And I'll get to that in a second about how he's going to fit in there. And the Magic, I don't know if they got the crap into the stick on this deal, but you know, giving up Dwight Howard for all these players and all these picks are pretty good. They ended up acquiring Arron Afflalo, Harrington, Nikola Vucevic, and Moe Harkless, as well as Josh McRoberts and Christian Eyenga from Los Angeles. So they also have 2 first-round picks from either the Nuggets or the Knicks in 2014. So, and actually there's more than that. There's a protected first-round pick from the Sixers. So this is just a long deal that got done. And basically I'm just going to rank them in order who had the better offseason and whoever had, you know, the best team after this offseason. So basically out of these 4 teams, of course, Los Angeles is going to have the best team out of this trade because they got to acquire Dwight Howard without giving up Pau Gasol. Originally, they were going to lose Pau Gasol into this deal, and they somehow changed it around to where cap space could work out, and the deal could just work out. So, you know, they somehow got it done. I don't know how they did, but I guess props to them. They now have a big 3 of Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, and Dwight Howard, and that will definitely be a championship contending team. Not sure if they're going to make it to the championship or the finals even, but I'm willing to put money on going to the Western Conference Finals at least. But we're just going to have to see how they play and react to each other early. But if this is anything as an indication, I mean, Kobe and Shaq together were almost unstoppable during the early 2000s. So it's hard to tell what Steve Nash, Kobe, and Dwight Howard can all do, but then again, this league is changing slowly and gaining superstars on teams. But next we have the Sixers. The Sixers will be a top 5 team in the East, definitely. They may even be top 3, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get past Indiana. My top 5 into the East, at least, is Miami, Boston, Indiana, and probably Philly at 4, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. It depends if Derrick Rose is healthy or not. I'll throw Chicago in the top 3 if Derrick Rose can get healthy, but it's hard telling by that point. But anyways, yeah, I expect Philly to have a pretty good season. They do have Andrew Bynum on their hands as well as Jason Richardson. So, yeah, I'll say they'll have a pretty decent season. And now for out west, we go back to Denver. Iggy is the only one that went there, and I don't think he's going to fit in that well in Denver because they already have Gallinari as well as Wilson Chandler. So I don't know what they're going to do with that and how they're going to start that. They'll probably start Iggy at shooting guard and have Wilson Chandler come off the bench, which is insane. So Denver's going to be pretty good next season. They have Todd Lawson, Kenneth Faried, JaVale McGee, who's improving, so that should be interesting to see. And finally, we have Orlando, which they just got a lot of players and a lot of picks. They wanted to try to get as much as possible out of this deal, out of Dwight. He knew that he was going to be gone, so, I mean, it's not like Orlando got a bad deal out of this. It's just they're missing a superstar. But the good news is they have a lot of young talent, and they have a lot of cap space. So next year during free agency, expect Orlando to, definitely contend for a top 5 pick into the draft, as well as getting some free agents of the offseason. But anyways, that's going to do it for me and this commentary, as it's going to wind down towards the end here. But anyways, enjoy Player of the Game. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And as always, have a nice day.
And so the Lakers take the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.